Hello my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. So in the previous classes we have already discussed about how to compose a mail, how to send a mail and how to attach various files to the email. So today we are going to study about the topic of sending and receiving emails. It is important to be careful while sending and receiving emails. So we have to take care of the given points while doing the same. It means we have to keep in mind some important points while sending and receiving the emails from others. First is keep your email address as private as possible. So you should not share your email address with persons who are unknown, to whom you do not know. Spammers will send you a lots of unsolicited emails if they get hold of it. So what is the meaning of spammers? Spammers, it means the persons who take your important data, who collect your important data and manipulate it and change it, misuse it. So you should keep your email address private so that you can stay away from all that spammers. Your data is safe from all the persons who try to misuse it. Next is, if a website requests your email address, try to avoid giving it unless absolutely necessary. So if any of the website requires your email address, you should not give it, or you should avoid it if it is not required, if it is not necessary. It is a good idea to set up an alternate email account for such communications, as this will help to reduce the risk of spam in your personal account. So if you are using a personal account, all your important details of bank, of your company, of your employees, so you should keep another account for it. But if you want to communicate, if you want to visit some website, if you want to communicate with some other persons to whom you do not know, then you should set up another email address for it, so that your personal account, your personal email account be safe. Remember that you can also send images, sounds, music, animation and even video via email. While sending an attachment, try and use the file formats that can be read by many types of computers, such as text files and JPG images. If two computers uses different operating system, such as Apple and PC, compatibility can sometimes be an issue. So if you are sending a text, you can paste it into the body of the email and this will be readable on any computer. It means your computer should be having an attachment that can be readable by any other computers. For example, if you are having an Apple operating system, but the person to whom you are sending the mail is having a PC, is having a Windows operating system, then you should try to add such a format like a text files or a JPG images that can be readable by any of the computer. Next is, always use a virus scanner, that is an antivirus software, before opening an attachment, even from the people you know. Spammers and virus writers can spoof or hijack genuine email names and addresses to the console that true origins. So if you are not having a antivirus software, if you are not having a virus scanner, then any type of virus can get into your computer and it can directly affect your computer, your mail, your important information. So it is important to have a virus scanner before opening any attachment. You can track an email to its original location. If you use Microsoft Outlook, for example, right click on the message and then select the option from the pop-up menu. Scroll down the text and you will find the name of the original sender, that who is finally or originally sending you the mail. So you should track the email address from where it comes, so that anyone else cannot send you the email by using any other's name. Always scan outgoing emails so you do not send anyone a virus or some other computer nasty. Before sending an email, check and recheck the addresses, so that some important information cannot go to someone else. So you should check the email addresses 1 or 2 times before sending the mail. Remember, if it is just one character out, it will not be received. Clicking the reply box in an email and then writing your message will ensure that you have the correct address. Never reply to spam. It will simply generate more spam. So if you are getting a spam messages, the messages from an unknown person, from a stranger, you should never reply to it. Spam filters can help, but they are not infallible. Infallible, it means not that much appropriate. If you are receiving a lot of spam from same source, complain to your internet service provider. So if you are using an BSNL connection or a Jio connection, and if you are getting a lot of spam messages, a lot of fake messages, then you should complain to your internet service provider. Keep a copy of an email you have sent in case you have to resend it, as emails get lost in cyberspace. So whatever message or whatever email you are sending, you should keep one backup of it. You should keep one copy of it. Backup or print an important emails. Regularly clear out your email box and your sent box. Email is a wonderful communication tool, but before using it, ask whether it is really necessary to send a message. Just because it's quick and easy to send an email doesn't mean you should. So you should only send an important messages through email, not simply for hi, hello. Okay, so just for an important thing, just for an important sharing, an email should be used. It should not be used unnecessarily. Do not let an email take over your life. It's important to maintain the face-to-face contact or phone contact with the people. Remember that email is somewhere between a letter and a postcard and not a completely private form of communication. So if necessary, you should contact a person through the phone or face to face. Why? Because it is possible that someone can take your information, can misuse your information while using an email. Do not shout in emails by typing in uppercase letters. Never fire off an email message in anger. Pause, reflect, and then delete the message. Avoid using offensive, abusive, or threatening language. So you should always use a simple and a sweet language. Remember that the laws of libel apply to electronic forms of communication. Also, it means you should very sweet. You should write politely. You should not write everything in a capital letters. So that are called the rules of libel, the rules of writing. So you should follow that while writing an email also. Do not share your personal information like your full name, your address, or your phone number unless you know the person really well. Read and reread your message before sending, and use grammar and spell checkers if they are available. Okay, so you should check your email before sending that it is grammatically correct or not. Is there any spelling mistakes or not? Be careful when replying to a message that had been sent to a group. If you select the wrong reply format, you could end up sending your reply to the whole group. While sending an email to a group of people, use a blind carbon copy method. So about that blind carbon copy we have already discussed. This prevents other people from seeing all the email addresses and thus maintains the privacy. Some attachments are very large, uses very large files which can take a long to download even with the high-speed broadcast connection. So use this facility sparingly before sending a large attachment. It is a good idea to check with the would-be recipient if they would be happy to receive it. Okay, so try and avoid sending an endless attachments. So these are the points you should remember while sending or receiving the emails from others, while sending your mail to someone and while receiving the mail from someone else. Okay, so with this we are finishing our class today. In our next class we will continue with the netiquette. What is netiquette and how it is used in email. So for now, bye bye. Have a great day ahead.